Welcome everyone to the Skyloft Study Episode 3. Now yes, I know this series has kind of died out a little, and I do apologise for that. But today, I am going to try my best to bring some life back to this series, with a brand new episode. And I do plan to change this series up a little, which I'll explain a bit more in depth later in the video. So, if you don't already know what the Skyward Study is, this is a series I started after reaching a certain subscriber goal. But today, that changes. So, first of all, I want to quickly go over what the new format of these videos will be like, and what I'll be doing in them. So basically, all of the new changes, and also what is staying. Alright, so the first thing is, the Q&A section of each episode will be staying. It will be slightly different, as I'll spread the questions throughout the episode, but the Q&A is definitely staying, as I just like to connect to all of you every once in a while, and answer your questions. That is also why I don't script these videos at all. This is just all free voicing basically, because I like to connect to you guys in these episodes, and that's kind of what they're for. So the Q&A will definitely be staying. The second thing is, I'm going to try my best to start covering more Zelda and Nintendo news on the Skyloft Study. Now, yes, I do occasionally make news videos when really big news comes out, but for smaller things, more so just general Nintendo news, other than Zelda news, I will feature it on these episodes and just talk about it a little bit, as I try to keep my channel sort of the core to Zelda, so on these episodes I will talk about random Nintendo news from time to time, which I will be doing in this episode, despite the fact it's Zelda news. The third thing that's going to be staying, despite the fact I've not actually done it yet, is I will occasionally do some unboxing videos on the series. So basically, whenever I get anything I feel worthy of unboxing, such as maybe a Zelda figure, or just a sort of haul of different Zelda and Nintendo things, I will do some unboxing videos on the series. If there is anything else at all of you would like to see, please feel free to comment below, and I will see if I can fit them into these episodes. Alright, so why not start the episode off with a question from one of you. So this first question comes from that MLG boy, who's actually had questions on the episodes before, but he asks, how many gaming consoles and handhelds have you had? And 2, and what was my favourite game on each console and handheld? So in total I've had 7 consoles I believe, the GameCube, Wii, Wii U, Switch, PS2 and Xbox 360. And as for handhelds, I've only had 3 or 4 actually. I've had the GBA SP, the DS, the DS Lite, and I just recently got the 3DS. As for my favourite games for each, GameCube, it's by far Super Mario Sunshine. The Wii, by far Twilight Princess. Wii U, I don't have that many games for it, but I've got to pick Mario Maker. I absolutely loved that and still play it today. The Switch, obviously Breath of the Wild, but I am absolutely loving Xenoblade Chronicles 2 right now. I'm genuinely addicted to it, to the same level as Breath of the Wild. PS2, it's definitely got to be Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 I believe, and on Xbox, Fallout 3. And if we get any Fallout games on Switch, I will freak out. I absolutely love the Fallout series. And I've not actually gotten to try Fallout 4 yet, so if that comes to Switch, I will be really happy. So, thank you for that question, that MLG boy, and be sure to keep asking me questions, I'm always happy to answer them. Alright, so now getting into this sort of news part. So, Nintendo scheduled a Breath of the Wild event in Japan for the 12th of December. What could this mean? Because Breath of the Wild is also up for a lot of awards on the 7th of December, at the Game Awards. And as we know, the second DLC pack for Breath of the Wild: The Champion's Ballad is due to come out sometime this year, and considering we're in December, the last month of the year, it has to come out at one of these events surely, whether that's a release date drops or the actual DLC drops. Now personally, I'm really unsure at the moment. At first I thought it was a November release, and then that got cancelled out, so then I moved on to thinking it was the Game Awards. And now Nintendo have scheduled a Breath of the Wild special event in Japan. So could it be coming out on that day on the 12th, or will it come out at the Game Awards on the 7th? Personally, now I'm seeing it coming out on that Breath of the Wild event in Japan on the 12th. I don't actually know what time that'll be for me, but it's probably going to be something crazy like 3 in the morning. Just because of time zones and all that stuff, which can be annoying for events like this as I can't really live stream it and get a reaction, but I'm sure I'll find out in the morning if that's the case. But I'm really excited to see when the DLC drops, and if it gets delayed, that would be very, very disappointing. But as we know, Nintendo are working very hard on it to get it out, and I'm sure they won't disappoint, and I'm also sure it will be out this December. And who knows, it could come out on either date, we'll just have to wait and see. It's not even that far away, they're both within the next 2 weeks. Or even week, I believe? But the Game Awards is this upcoming Thursday. The 12th will be sometime next week, so within the next week or two, we will know if the DLC drops at either date. I really can't wait. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments of when you think the DLC 2 pack for Breath of the Wild, the Champion's Ballad, will be dropping. Alright, this next question comes from 1214 Maguire, and they ask, what YouTubers do I watch, and do I curse? So we'll start with the YouTubers part, and honestly, the list goes on and on. I genuinely watch way too many YouTubers, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I just watch a bunch of them, so it makes it kind of hard to remember them all. But I've got a sort of list I've noted down of some of the ones that I watch a lot, but there's many more that I just can't think of right now. So we've got Beat 'em Ups, Game Over Jesse, RGT85, Switch Force, Nintendo Prime, Cinnamon Bunny, I can never say that one, CND, Jacob's Ocarina, Zelda Master, who is kind of the reason why I started YouTube, Zeltic, Commonwealth Realm, Edible Incredible, Hexovian, Scott the Woz, McIntyre, Dr. Wily, The Humble Noob, Nintendo Cade Gaming. The list just goes on and on. I can't even think of any more right now, but there is so many. They're just all so amazing and I love all of their videos. So that's sort of some of the main YouTubers I watch. As for do I curse? Not really online, I guess. Maybe in public? I don't really know. I don't really curse. It's more of just a natural thing, I guess. But no, I'd say I don't really curse, to be honest. But thanks for both the questions, I really appreciate it. And as always, you can feel free to ask any questions for these episodes. Alright, so this third and final question comes from Shadow_Creeper57. And he asks, how long do I spend editing my videos? Well, this can vary quite a lot. Sometimes I'll spend unnecessary amounts of time editing my videos, and sometimes I'll just get through them in an hour or two. But sometimes I also spread them out over the course of a few days if I've got to get some gameplay and I've not quite got the time one day, or I've not got the time to voice the video, record it even, and there's just a lot of different things go into it really. I'd say on average it probably takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours maybe overall, which maybe watching some of the videos you might not think that, but I'm still really new to using Sony Vegas, so it can take quite a while sometimes. And you've also got to take rendering into consideration as well, and obviously watching it over to make sure everything's as you like it, even though some stuff still slips through the final product. But I'd say anywhere between 1 hour to 2 hours in general is probably how long I spend editing videos. So thank you for that question. I really liked that one actually, I'm not gonna lie. I kinda like being asked questions like that. And as always, feel free to ask any questions. Alright everyone, I really hope you enjoyed this third episode of the Skyloft Study. I am going to try my best to keep it alive and upload an episode every few weeks as I said I was going to originally. As always, feel free to ask any questions in the comments below on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, anywhere you want that I've got social media really. If you would like to join the Discord server and chat to myself, other Zelda fans, share pictures, videos and all sorts of stuff, you can join the Discord server for the link in the description. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter for daily updates, I post there all the time. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode of the Skyward Study, and until the next time, I've been Hyrule Gamer.